I don't know where my loyalties are lying on this one because I've been so excited about him all day, but we've got
KUCHKAROV.
Verstraeten, yeah.
Yeah. He
has been.
He looked sharp. He looked as though he had some stuff about him, didn't he?
Yeah, it's been a really exciting watch, but then, I don't know, do we go for the consistency of Jorre?
Yeah, I can't.
If you were a betting man?
Well, I certainly can't on air say I'm going to go against Jorre.
Maybe after you.
I'd never live it down, yeah.
No, but I think this will be an interesting head-to-head. Especially as the first one.
Different styles, so you'd expect different looks from them. That was one of the things that I was going to talk about. This kind of explosive entry into some kind of attack. He lost contact with the hands there. It ended up looking a bit flat, didn't it? But if he kept hold.
I mean, right off there, Jorre was straight on the ground, but KUCHKAROV's he's desperate to be on him, isn't he? There was no waiting. No, let's see what happens. Can he roll me? Can he not?
Yeah, I suspect that Verstraeten feels perfectly happy on the ground and not really threatened by him, whereas Itachi was, because he's such an unknown quantity and comes at you from different angles, as we saw earlier on today, he could prove quite a handful. Both athletes pick up penalties. Would have been nice to have kept hold of KUCHKAROV on the way down. I don't think that was in his mind. He sort of flashed the foot out there, and all of a sudden KUCHKAROV was going to ground. It's almost as though he's jumping into the techniques, isn't it, KUCHKAROV? No, couldn't get the rotation.
Nope.
It's not a bad time to have to do your belt up, actually. Take a few seconds to think through what it is that's going on. You've leapt at your opponent on a couple of occasions. You haven't been able to ambush him fully and put him under any pressure. So that tactic.
And it's quite a strange approach from a judo perspective, isn't it? This like jump into it.
Yeah, anytime you leave the ground.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a great big sweep.
You could be in trouble. Lost contact with the left hand there. He was able to get the rotation, but he needed to have that left hand on. That wasn't a bad little koji there.
Oh!
Verstraeten almost came up with his own here.
Yeah. Oh, that knee in the back. He tried.
That was very close. Minute and a half left to go. Strongest effort yet. Got into a nice position and really made Verstraeten defend strongly.
And there he is again, back in his new waza, where, like you said, clearly feels comfortable.
Yeah, and I think the thing...
Got a few options here.
The thing for KUCHKAROV is he doesn't want to hang around thinking, well, I'll just defend this, and then give Verstraeten a couple of opportunities to, even if he just tries to get an opening, it's annoying to be down there and you've got someone buzzing around you. Okay, you're gonna keep them out, but you're having to defend. That gives a look to the referee and the commission about you being, the defender, and your opponent being the aggressor. He doesn't have to do anything. It's just the look and the impression that is left. He needs one reasonable attack here for Verstraeten, and then KUCHKAROV will look even more passive. Oh. He wore one on the right to the mouth there, I think. Usually when you get that kind of hit, there is some kind of blood, you know, gums or your lip.
That was just a solid jaw punch.
Yeah.
God.
Could have been that you know, the way that Verstraeten breathes, that the mouth was actually a little bit open. He caught him on the teeth because it was KUCHKAROV who shook his hand afterwards, so he may have caught him on the teeth. Golden score. We need some extra time to sort this one out. The minute that KUCHKAROV attempted to apply that chimiwaza, the referee called mate. It was across the chin.
Oh.
Whatever,
on.
yeah, whatever turnover it was that Verstraeten had in mind, he wasn't able to bring it off. He began to wrap him up.
Yeah.
And it just
Crawling
got
around him,
blocked,
wasn't
yeah.
he? Shelling.
Yeah, he had some kind of plan, but wasn't able to execute it.
Now, these new ones that come on the scene, I mean, I'm kind of hoping, well, not hoping, but if Jorre comes out on top here, it'd be interesting to ask, what do you do with these new ones? I mean, you just looked at them like, what have I got to do? How am I getting past this one? And that's usually something you discover in a training camp.
Still couldn't find a way through with the attempted shimiwaza. Now, Verstraeten just beginning to show signs of being worn down. Put out a lot of energy. Mind you, KUCHKAROV can't be that far off from running on empty, can he?
He's a new gen, Sheldon.
Yeah, maybe he can go a few more
Got
Ks.
Got this fire in him. Okay.
So 2 more penalties dished out.
All right, I want a big ballistic throw.
Well, Verstraeten
They tried.
demonstrating to KUCHKAROV that you
Yeah.
can mix it up in that kind of area. Normally the preserve of, you know, the Uzbeks, Kazakhs, Georgians.
I mean, we're nearly 3 minutes into golden score now. It is a Yuko that's going to... It's all that's needed to clinch it here.
Yes, that little koji from a distance used to work when you could go hand to leg, but not any longer.
Oh!
Yeah, that was beautifully done. Got right underneath him.
I tell you what, Kuchkarov has had his day, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, that explosive nature that we were talking about was subdued for most of the contest. But after 3 minutes and 15 seconds of golden score,
Pulled it out the back.
he unleashed on Verstraeten.